obviously we believe the Eucharist is the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus. Jesus tells us that. The church has told us that. So we know that to be true. How does that occur, or how do we explain that? So the church has always said that this act of consecration is called transubstantiation, which is a change of substantia, or of substance. So it's a change of substance, as opposed to consubstantiation, which is like it's a maintaining with the same substance. So that would be, some of our Protestant brothers and sisters believe in consubstantiation, particularly like the Episcopal Church, the Episcopalian, those kind of faiths. So we believe in transubstantiation. So it is a complete change of substance. So what does that mean? In the Eucharist, in the elements of bread and wine, like you talked about, there are two things going on: substance and accidents, from the philosophical standpoint. Accidents are kind of the changeable characteristics, is an easy way for me to try to explain that. So like for myself, if you're looking at me on camera, I've got brown hair, I've got blue eyes, I've got, somewhat tan skin. My hands are kind of dry, from washing my hands. These are all kind of things about me. Right. But I could cut my hair, I could dye my hair, I could, put contacts in.
Right, change the color of your eyes.
So these are changeable aspects of myself. And they can change, some natural, some unnatural. But I don't change who I am. I'm still me. However, there's another element in that too, which is the substance. So the substance is kind of the inner nature, what makes me, me. And it's unchangeable. I cannot change my substance, which is a human being, particularly Donald Paul, this human being. In the Eucharist, we actually have a reverse. So the church says, well, in the Eucharist, by the power of the Holy Spirit, because it's a miracle, the reverse happens. So the accidents, breadness, it tastes like bread, it looks like it has some kind of calorie count, whatever like bread does. In the wine, it has alcohol in it, it's got all these things. That does not change. What changes is the substance. The underlying, what it is what changes. And like I said before, for me, who I am is the deepest level of who I am. I cannot change the fact that I'm a human. I am Donald Paul. In the Eucharist, that is what changes. In the Eucharist, by the power of the Holy Spirit, what changes is the thing itself. So the bread and wine are now not bread and wine. They are the body and blood of Christ, while keeping those accidents, the taste, the color, the smell, the effects. All of that remains the same. So it's unlike anything else we see. And again, that's only, it's a miracle, like you said. It's only by the power of the Holy Spirit that actually occurs. But that's the way that the church has explained the Eucharist. Because again, we know by revelation, this is actually what happens. Jesus has told us this. It's been given to us as a gift. But how do we explain that? And then the substance and accidents through transubstantiation is how that.
And Christ said he wanted to remain with us always. So this is how he chose to remain with us always.